Hi, my name is Ron Lehman. I'm from the Faux School in Frederick, Maryland, where I teach decorative painting workshops and complete commission projects for clients all around the world. Today I'm going to show you a fun technique using a product called Shimmerstone from Modern Masters. That's pretty much it. Let's get our tools, let's get our materials, and let's get started. So the first thing I've done to get ready for today's technique is base coated the surface using a flat latex paint. In this case, I'm using Sherwin-Williams Promar 200 Flat. It's an interior only product, white, straight out of the can. If you need to tint it, have them tint it at the store for you. Now the product we're using today is made by Modern Masters. It's Shimmerstone. It's a pearlescent architectural coating. It's not a paint, it's not a plaster. Now sometimes I may slip and call it a plaster, but it's definitely not. It is not very thick in consistency, as you can see. Not as thick as plaster, but not as thin as paint. This tints with pigments, never paint. It will not tint properly. If you put paint in here, it'll be a mess. Shimmerstone is an interior only product, tints with pigment, as I've already said. Now in this case, it comes in gallon containers. So usually what I will do to make my samples is measure it out on a digital gram scale to make sure I had excuse me, the quantity correct. And I took it down to the paint store and we tinted it to a Sherwin-Williams color called Medici Ivory. Okay, very simple. Cleans up with soap and water, tints with pigments, interior only. We're going to need our trowel and something to dip out, spatula, whatever. So this is a very basic application. We're going to do 3 applications of a pulled tight finish, similar to what I've done. You've seen me do in the Venetian plaster videos. So I'm going to load a little bit on my trowel, like so. And of course I put it on the wrong side because I'm right-handed. I like it on the other side, no big deal. Let's see. So here we go. Put it on, pull it down. Don't worry about the base coat showing through. It's not a big deal if it does, because like I said, we're going to put several coats on. And it goes on very smooth in this application. I cannot get rid of this tickle. So you put it on, pulling it tight. Little junk right there, no big deal. Now the other thing you want to keep in mind is as you put it on, even though it doesn't really matter as much with the first layer, is that each time you apply it or how you apply it, each movement of the trowel, the light hits it differently. So keep that in mind. Now the other thing too, it's going to be hard for you to see this color on the video. It's a very light color, but it should show up pretty well. So it's just like very simple technique. And we use 3 coats. Now if I tinted the base color to match the plaster or the Shimmerstone, it would cover a little bit better. But you also don't get to see the depth of the movement or the material because it's transparent. It's not opaque. That makes a big difference. So that's why I kind of give it this little wave, because I like to get all that interest. When the light hits it, it dances across, or dances across the surface. And you see all this variation when the light hits it. So yeah, pretty smooth is what we're looking for. Okay, that's it. That's the first coat. So we'll let that dry 100%. Come back, do the second coat the same way as we just did this. See in a little bit. All right, first coat's completely dry. We're ready to move on. Same tools, same technique. So we're gonna get back into the Shimmerstone, same color. And second coat. Now what you're gonna find is the second coat goes on a lot easier because it likes to stick to itself better than it does the base coat. And you'll start to see the shimmer and the luster come out on this here soon. This coat starts to make a big difference because you're building it up now. Got a little junk here. Just a little something off my tape. Not the end of the world. This corner. Oh, piece of my hair. That's not good. Alright. Corner took a little bit more work than I thought. No big deal. So remember what I said about pulling a different direction? You'll start to see how the light bounces off, reflects off of the different angles that you push and pull. Need some more material. You got to be careful too, if you go back into it, this starts to get a skin on the surface as it dries. So kind of get in, get out. Don't dilly-dally a whole lot, because if you do, you're going to run into issues. And that skin will start to lift if you get back into it too, and it's already skinned over. And you can't really touch it up. So that's an issue. Another piece of my hair. Get out of there, you. So let's just finish this guy up. And that's it. We'll let this dry 100%, and I'm going to do a third coat just because I want to see. I'm not getting the full range of color yet. I'm still seeing some of the base coat showing through, but like I said, if you need to get down and dirty, you could always tint your base coat to match your plaster. And that's it. Okay, let's let this dry, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, she's dry. Let's carry on. Now you can start to see how this product works. Watch this. This is just 2 coats. Now, smooth, right? But look, it looks like it's got a lot going on. That beautiful mottled effect, but can you see the shimmer? Let me come this way. Such a pretty effect. Almost looks like water on the wall. Actually, I have this in my office at my house, and I did it what do you call that? Martini olive. And if I can think about it, I'll make a video to show you, because I put it on the exact same way. And it looks like water dancing across the walls. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, back to the subject matter at hand. Third coat, same tools, same materials. The Pavon, the Medici ivory, and let's put our third coat on. This will pull nice and tight. Soft, beautiful color. Oh God, I could see this in an elegant dining room. And I could see it anywhere you can imagine. But the dining room would be real pretty, very contemporary. Come on. I'm working on polystyrene, and I ran out of the masonite, and the store was out, but I need to stick to my schedule of making these for you. The difference is, these are fine. The problem is, look, they're flimsy, okay? The masonite, they're not, they're a hardboard. So I don't have to worry about bending. And like, the biggest thing is things on the bottom possibly telegraphing through when I make samples. But not a big deal. But I prefer to make them over masonite. It just looks better. It's more true to the surface in somebody's house. But you can put these finishes on columns. Oh, that'd be pretty. A lot of work. But the problem is here, I'm fighting it to stay flat. And if it doesn't stay flat, I'm going to get trowel marks here. Great, it's pulled something from somewhere. So I'm fighting it. But yes, the go-to for this is usually anything I trowel. I prefer masonite as a substrate for sample boards. And there you have it. I'm going to pull a couple different ways to finish it off. Let this dry 100%. We'll come back, show you the finished product. All right, we're back. That means it's dry. Let's take a peek at it. I told you it's a very soft, subtle, elegant color. All right, look at see the light how it bounces off of it? Again, I'm only looking off of camera so I can see what you see. If I looked at ahead, I can't see what it's doing. And it can just look like a washed out mess. But look at that. Now let's come in close. See that angle? Look at all that. Looks like all that beautiful movement, that modeling effect. See that? Absolutely gorgeous. And then smooth. You're not going to see my reflection in it. It's not a polished plaster. It's a shimmer stone. So the light shimmers off of it. There you go. Kind of give it that way. There you go. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Okay, as always, I will put all the description and links down in the comment section. If you have any questions or positive comments, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them in a timely fashion. I want to thank you for watching. My name is Ron Lehman. I'm from the Faux School in Frederick, Maryland, where I teach decorative painting workshops and complete commission projects for clients all around the world. I'll see you next time.